Welcome to Paris, the capital and most populous city of France. With an official estimated population of 2,102,650 residents as of January 1, 2023, in an area of more than 105 square kilometers, 41 square miles. One of the most famous quotes about Paris is, "We'll always have Paris." This memorable quote was spoken by Humphrey Bogart in Casablanca. Another fun Paris quote is, "Paris is always a good idea." This famous quote is attributed to Audrey Hepburn, from the movie Sabrina. Paris is the 5th most populated city in the European Union and the 30th most densely populated city in the world in 2022. Kindly subscribe to this channel and share this video with everybody. Since the 17th century, Paris has been one of the world's major centers of finance, diplomacy, commerce, culture, fashion, and gastronomy. For its leading role in the arts and sciences, as well as its early and extensive system of street lighting. In the 19th century, it became known as the City of Light. The city of Paris is the center of the Île-de-France region, or Paris region, with an official estimated population of 12,271,794 inhabitants on January 1, 2023, or about 19% of the population of France, making the region France's primate city. The Paris region had a GDP of 765 billion euros, $1.064 trillion in 2021, the highest in the European Union. According to the Economist Intelligence Unit Worldwide Cost of Living Survey, in 2022, Paris was the city with the 9th highest cost of living in the world. For centuries, Paris has attracted artists from around the world. As a result, Paris has acquired a reputation as the City of Art. Italian artists were a profound influence on the development of art in Paris in the 16th and 17th centuries, particularly in sculpture and reliefs. Painting and sculpture became the pride of the French monarchy, and the French royal family commissioned many Parisian artists to adorn their palaces during the French Baroque and Classicism era. Sculptors such as Girardin, Coyzavox, and Cousteau acquired reputations as the finest artists in the royal court in 17th century France. Pierre Mignard became the first painter to King Louis XIV during this period. In 1648, the Académie Royale de Peinture et de Sculpture, Royal Academy of Painting and Sculpture, was established to accommodate for the dramatic interest in art in the capital. This served as France's top art school until 1793. For almost all of its long history, except for a few brief periods, Paris was governed directly by representatives of the king, emperor, or president of France. The city was not granted municipal autonomy by the National Assembly until 1974. The first modern elected mayor of Paris was Jacques Chirac, elected March 20, 1977, becoming the city's first mayor since 1871 and only the fourth since 1794. The current mayor is Anne Hidalgo, a socialist, first elected April 5, 2014 and re-elected June 28, 2020. Since the late 18th century, Paris has been famous for its restaurants and haute cuisine, food meticulously prepared and artfully presented. A luxury restaurant, La Taverne Anglaise, opened in 1786 in the arcades of the Palais Royal by Antoine Beauvilliers. It became a model for future Paris restaurants. The restaurant Le Grand Vefour in the Palais Royal dates from the same period. The famous Paris restaurants of the 19th century, including the Café de Paris, the Rocher de Cancale, the Café Anglais, Maison Dorée, and the Café Riche, were mostly located near the theaters on the Boulevard des Italiens. Several of the best-known restaurants in Paris today appeared during the Belle Époque, including Maxim's on Rue Royale, Le Doyen in the gardens of the Champs-Élysées, and the Tour d'Argent on the Quai de la Tournelle. Paris is a major railway, highway, and air transport hub served by two international airports, Charles de Gaulle Airport, the third busiest airport in Europe, and Orly Airport. Opened in 1900, the city's subway system, the Paris Metro, serves 5.23 million passengers daily. It is the second busiest metro system in Europe after the Moscow Metro. Gare du Nord is the 24th busiest railway station in the world and the busiest outside Japan, with 262 million passengers in 2015. Paris is especially known for its museums and architectural landmarks. The Louvre received 7.8 million visitors in 2022, keeping its position as the most visited art museum in the world. The Musée d'Orsay, Musée Marmottan Monet and Musée de l'Orangerie are noted for their collections of French Impressionist art. The Pompidou Centre Musée National d'Art Moderne, Musée Rodin and Musée Picasso are noted for their collections of modern and contemporary art. The historical district along the Seine in the city center has been classified as a UNESCO World Heritage Site since 1991. The United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization, UNESCO, has had its headquarters in Paris since November 1958. Paris is also the home of the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, OECD. Paris hosts the headquarters of the European Space Agency, the International Energy Agency, European Securities and Markets Authority and the European Banking Authority. Paris's most popular sport clubs are the Association Football Club Paris Saint-Germain FC and the rugby union clubs Stade Français and Racing 92, the last of which is based just outside the city proper. The 80,000-seat Stade de France, built for the 1998 FIFA World Cup, is located just north of Paris in the commune of Saint-Denis. It is used for football, rugby union and track and field athletics. It hosts the France national football team for friendlies and major tournaments qualifiers, annually hosts the French national rugby team's home matches of the Six Nations Championship, and hosts several important matches of the Stade Français rugby team. In addition to Paris Saint-Germain FC, the city has a number of other professional and amateur football clubs, Paris FC, Red Star, RCF Paris and Stade Français Paris. Paris hosted the 1900 and 1924 Summer Olympics and will host the 2024 Summer Olympics and Paralympic Games. The city also hosted the finals of the 1938 FIFA World Cup at the Stade Olympique de Colombe, as well as the 1998 FIFA World Cup and the 2007 Rugby World Cup final, both at the Stade de France. 3 UEFA Champions League finals in the current century have also been played in the Stade de France, the 2000, 2006, and 2022. Paris hosted UEFA Euro 2016. Paris hosts several United Nations organizations including UNESCO, and other international organizations such as the OECD Development Center, the International Bureau of Weights and Measures, the International Energy Agency, the International Federation for Human Rights, along with European bodies such as the European Space Agency, the European Banking Authority and the European Securities and Markets Authority. The football club Paris Saint-Germain and the rugby union club Stade Français are based in Paris. The 80,000-seat Stade de France, built for the 1998 FIFA World Cup, is located just north of Paris in the neighboring commune of Saint-Denis. Paris hosts the annual French Open Grand Slam tennis tournament on the red clay of Roland Garros. The city hosted the Olympic Games in 1900 and 1924, and will host the 2024 Summer Olympics. The 1938 and 1998 FIFA World Cups, the 2007 Rugby World Cup, as well as the 1960, 1984 and 2016 UEFA European Championships were also held in the city. Every July, the Tour de France bicycle race finishes on the Avenue de Champs-Élysées in Paris. Since the 19th century, Paris has been an international fashion capital, particularly in the domain of haute couture, clothing handmade to order for private clients. It is home to some of the largest fashion houses in the world, including Dior and Chanel, as well as many other well-known and more contemporary fashion designers, such as Karl Lagerfeld, Jean-Paul Gaultier, Yves Saint Laurent, Givenchy, and Christian Lacroix. Paris Fashion Week, held in January and July in the Carrousel du Louvre among other renowned city locations, is one of the top 4 events on the international fashion calendar. Moreover, Paris is also the home of the world's largest cosmetics company, L'Oréal, as well as 3 of the top 5 global makers of luxury fashion accessories, Louis Vuitton, Hermès, and Cartier. Most of the major fashion designers have their showrooms along the Avenue Montaigne, between the Champs-Élysées and the Seine. That's all for today's syllabus. Kindly subscribe to this channel and share this video with everybody.